Hi, welcome to a video all about transitions. So one of the most frustrating things for a lot of people about sun salutations is, why can't I step my foot forward from downward facing dog into a lunge? Like everybody else in the class is doing it, it looks super easy. I can't, I'm frustrated, my body's wrong for yoga. No, we just need to make some adjustments and figure out how to do this. So there's lots of reasons why your foot may never come up between your hands from downward facing dog into a lunge. That can have to do with the length of your limbs. Are your arms a lot shorter than your legs? How deep are your hip sockets? Do you have the core strength to be able to bring your leg forward? Lots of factors here, so we're going to look at some ways to mitigate some of those and to practice this transition safely so that you can participate in sun salutations where the movement is synced up to the breath and you're really mindful about how you're getting from one pose to another. So let's come down to the mat and take a look at this. All right, the first thing we're going to do is take a look at this transition with blocks. Sometimes that's all you need. This is going to make more space between your body and the ground, and that gives you the room to be able to bring your foot forward. So I'll show you what that looks like. First, I'm just going to find downward facing dog with the blocks, making sure that the blocks are on the mat so that they don't go flying. So lift up and go ahead and find downward facing dog. Now, something that I like to do is bring this right block in just a little bit, lift the leg up, and then as I come forward, step wide. Then sometimes I like to even give my foot a little extra room to step forward. That way, my blocks are to the inside instead of framing the foot. That gives me a little bit more room. Okay, so try it with blocks. That may be all you need. If you're in a class where things are moving really fast, or you want to try this without blocks, there's a couple of options there. So the first thing to try is to notice whether or not you're shifting your hips forward when you step. So I'm going to show you the difference here. If I come into downward facing dog and I try to step forward without shifting my hips, it looks like this. That's about as far as I'm going to get. What we want to do is find that shift, like you're going to shift forward to plank and then step. So I like to bring my hand in just a little bit, shift the hips forward, and shift back. Just try that a few times. Shifting forward and moving back. This time when you shift your hips forward, you're going to step your foot. So hips are back, shift forward, step up. You can see that I got a lot further that time. My foot is still not where I want it to be, but I'm closer to where I can make smaller adjustments and then get there. Another option is to just step wide of the hand. So I'm going to come up into down dog and show you that. I like to crawl my hand in so I have some room, lift my leg up, shift my hips forward and step wide. Then I can adjust this and get my foot to where it needs to be and come up on my fingertips to be able to find that lunge. Another option is to just come to the knees, and this is usually what I do in a class. So you're going to come up into down dog, and then when they cue to step forward, I'm just going to come to my knees, step my foot forward, and then I'm there. That really works well for me. All right, so let's say that you're in down dog and you don't want to do this step forward, or the cue is to hop forward or something. So coming up into down dog, they'll usually say, walk your feet up to your hands. That doesn't really work for me because my legs are much longer than my arms. So I like to walk my hands back to my feet. You can see that I bent my knees really wide. That's going to let me get there. Then I can come all the way up and finish out. I hope those transitions helped you to find your way from down dog to come forward. See you next time.